President Obama told a cheering crowd at the U.S. Steel Corporation plant outside Pittsburgh that he is taking steps to make sure that American workers earn enough for a living.
I'm issuing an executive order requiring federal contractors, folks doing business with the federal government, pay your federally funded employees a fair wage of at least $10.10 an hour, because if you cook our troops' meals or you wash their dishes, you shouldn't have to live in poverty.
Speaking to 1,500 steelworkers, Mr. Obama noted that they enjoy good pension and other retirement benefits, which many Americans do not have. He said that is why he is creating a new retirement account called MyRA that will enable workers to invest a portion of their salary into government bonds for retirement.
I'm going to sign a presidential memorandum that directs the U.S. Treasury Secretary, Jack Lew, to create a new way for working Americans to start their own retirement savings. And as soon as I sign this, Jack Lew will get the memo.
Mr. Obama said he will act alone on these initiatives if he doesn't get congressional approval. Earlier, the president delivered a similar message to workers at a Costco discount store in Maryland, where the minimum wage is much lower than the above $10 per hour he is proposing. Republicans in Congress criticized Mr. Obama's initiatives aimed at reducing America's growing income gap. They said that raising the minimum wage would hurt small businesses and result in fewer jobs. Senator John Cornyn from Texas expressed concern about Mr. Obama's promise to act without Congress if necessary.
Our Constitution doesn't authorize the executive to do this all by himself. That's what checks and balances are all about. And that's what doesn't happen when he tries to, quote, go it alone. And there's danger in trying to go it alone when things are poorly thought out and rammed through without adequate deliberation.
In Washington, National Security Advisor for Strategic Communications, Ben Rhodes, clarified the president's foreign policy priorities for this year. He said the administration will continue efforts to combat terrorism after winding up a decade of wars in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Beyond that, the president talked about the evolving threat that we face from terrorism, as al-Qaeda's core in Afghanistan and Pakistan has been significantly degraded, but we've seen challenges from al-Qaeda affiliates and other extremists in different parts of the world.
Rhodes said the United States will combine its counterterrorism efforts with those of other nations instead of deploying large military forces against terrorists. He cited the examples of Yemen, Iraq, and Mali, where the United States already provides such support. Rhodes said negotiations on Iran's nuclear program and the Middle East peace process will top the administration's foreign policy agenda for this year, but he added that the so-called pivot to Asia will continue as the United States remains committed to the security of its allies and democratic development in the region. Zlatica Hoke, VOA News, Washington.
Close this briefing. Thank you very much.